everybody, it is me, Sunset Girl, and in today's video I am going to be doing a special video with a special guest, my dad, Christan Griego.
Hi.
Hi. So he will be interviewing me and we'll be comparing my answers now to my answers a little over a year ago. So we'll get to compare and contrast my answers.
Okay.
So, ask away.
So, thanks for having me on your YouTube channel here. I appreciate it. It's great to be here. So, I'm just curious. It's 2022. How many years have you now been performing?
So, around my family, I've been performing since around the age of 3, but publicly, I've been performing since I was about 8 or 9, so 3.5, 4 years.
Where was your first performance at?
I started performing at Bernie's Bar and Grill, doing karaoke there, and after that I started going to Doosterbeck's for open mic, and Sylvan Lake Store.
And anywhere that would have us, right?
Yeah.
So, what are your performing goals for 2022 and compared to 2021? I'm curious what your performing goals are for now.
I think that getting to the finals of the World Country Fair competition is a good goal.
You were in the finals last year, correct?
Yes, and that was really cool because it's my first ever contest. So I think that was really cool to start off with, just locally. But I think getting to the finals this year and get some more songs, post more on YouTube.
What did you play for your finals at the Walworth County Fair?
I played Clay by Grace Vanderwall. So, in 2021, I had the goal of getting into the Walworth County Fair top 3, and I accomplished that. And I want to do that again this year. But now I also I want to write more songs this year. And I want to hopefully even make an album and record them, do videos, and just in the summer I'll be performing gigs, hopefully every week or every other week, and yeah, just getting loads of places to hire that can hire me and performing to make people happy.
That sounds great. So, speaking of Walworth County Fair, what was your favorite performance so far?
I really liked how I did my intro to Frozen, the first Frozen movie, Let It Go, because that was sort of the best song of the movie.
And where was that performed at?
That was at my school, Tibbetts Elementary.
And that was also live streamed, so that was nice because I was actually at the Midwest Band Convention and I was able to stream and see you sing, both the morning and the afternoon performance.
Yeah, and that was 2018 when I was in 4th grade. No, when I was in 5th grade. Sorry, 2019. Wild County Fair is one of them. I also really like Doosterbeck's Brewery. That's a really good place to perform, and I love the setup and the people. It's just a really fun place, and I enjoy anywhere I perform.
I've seen you, so I absolutely believe it. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's kind of a serious question, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Getting like 2nd or 1st in the Walworth County Fair competition, and then maybe going on to a bit of a bigger one. And also trying the state fair before going on to a bigger competition as well.
And just performing kind of
yeah, just keep on performing, yeah. I see myself in maybe America's Got Talent, maybe American Idol, doing a couple albums, writing songs, and still performing and doing gigs.
So you branched out a little bit. You're playing ukulele, of course, as you always have, but you're branched out a little bit into guitar, right?
Yeah, and I'm trying to progress and learn more of the guitar, maybe some picking soon.
What was the electric guitar that you performed for one of your YouTube videos? What was that one?
It's a Gibson.
But what was the song?
Oh, Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, so if you want to watch that song, you can
It'll be in a corner.
Yeah, we'll put the link up there. So that was a fun one. It was nice to record too. I'm behind the scenes always recording, and it was my first time to ever record electric guitar. So I've been learning the rig and the setup for you guys. We're going, and we've tried a new microphone setup today, and I was actually quite pleased with the sound. So I'm curious to see how that video turns out. So I'm pretty excited. We just recorded what?
We just recorded 13 from the movie Stargirl, and Grace VanderWaal sings it. The original one is by Big Star, and I do it more Grace VanderWaal's version, but I do really like Big Star's version of it.
So how has the coronavirus affected your performing?
It's been tough, but I've been coming down here and doing karaoke and playing my ukulele. We have a karaoke,
right?
So we can't go anywhere. So I just set up my karaoke, have it for the speakers, and have a Bluetooth microphone.
So when it first hit, all these places shut down, all the businesses. So it kind of limited where I could perform, and I had to be
It also affected you, I think, in what you could hear, because we could go to Doosterbeck's on Saturday night, and every Saturday they have free music, and not free beer, but free music. So we'd always go out and we could hear live music there. But now, since the coronavirus is really started going away quite a bit, we've been able to go see new performances, correct? Now, how has that influenced you?
It's greatly influenced me. We've been going to a lot of concerts last week and this week, and each one influenced me, from Slash to my choir concert that I sang in, to the Postmodern Jukebox. That one was outstanding. And tomorrow, where we're gonna see Toto and Journey. So all of them musically influenced me, and like in the performing and their singing and guitar skills and their techniques.
So it's quite a varied listening palette that you have, from Postmodern Jukebox to Iron Maiden, and I've seen it all and heard it all in this house. So what artists have influenced you recently?
It's tough. So I really think that Grace VanderWaal, because that's how I got into the ukulele, because I went to Summerfest, saw her, got into her and Imagine Dragons, and after that I kind of looked into her more, and I saw her on America's Got Talent. She influenced me because she was only 12 years old. She played the ukulele, has an awesome sound, and I think it's my instrument, yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say my big ones, Grace VanderWaal. After I saw her in concert, I got a ukulele, and since then I got 3 more ukuleles, so now I have 4. She got me into my singing and ukulele pathway, and she is incredible, and her singing and her ukulele playing, that really influenced me. And Pink, she also influenced me to sing, to perform, and to be who you are.
But who have you been listening to currently?
I've been listening to like a lot of Guns N' Roses, like of the Use Your Illusion and Appetite for Destruction. Megadeth, I wouldn't say that they influence me too much, but I just like them. There's some other stuff, like recent stuff that I really like. Some recent...
Like what?
Like what? Just other like random pop songs or like pop rock songs that, like Imagine Dragons. I really like Imagine Dragons. They just released a new song today, as of the day that we recorded this. And
I have to say, I find that your musical tastes are quite eclectic. Like yesterday morning on the way to school, we got to listen to Cosmos. What is it?
Cosmos Sheldrake.
Yeah.
It's a little tongue twister.
Yeah, and what was that song?
Come Along.
Come Along. Yeah, and it's it's very interesting, from heavier stuff to lighter stuff to the covers that Postmodern Jukebox does. I mean, it's very interesting. So writing music. What have you been writing lately?
I think it's called Stranger. Yeah, it's called Stranger. Sorry, forgot.
So I just at the start of 2021 winter, I wrote Long Lonely Winter, which I still have to record the video and the sound. I recorded LUhat, the video for, the sound for, still gotta record the video for when it's warm enough. I'm mixing up my song names. Stars Up Above, not LUhat. And now I'm writing LUhat, which is more of like a upbeat kind of rock song, which is really cool. They all are very different, and that's what makes them very unique, in my opinion.
So when will they be released? When can we expect to hear these songs?
So LUhat, probably in the summer. Stars Up Above in the summer. And Long Lonely Winter in the winter of 2022.
So when you're writing these songs, what process do you do to get into the writing and the music aspect of it?
I kind of think of a topic, and then I kind of make characters. I sort of write it like a book. You make your rough draft, you edit, punctuate it, make sure that it like has a good like rhythm and rhyme. You find some chords, some good chords.
That sound interesting?
There's many, but yeah, I just kind of play around with it.
So I think of a concept, any topic that I could expand different ideas on. For example, stars. And I think of everything that could come from that I could write about. So stars, they're them guiding people in their way home, the beauty of it. So I'll just like come up with different things. I think of a chord progression, and I just think of words as they come to me. I get feedback from my family, and I have you and my uncle help me write a little bit, and yeah, I just kind of go with the flow and evolve it and make changes to it as it goes to make it
So we're actually in my listening room, and for those that don't know, I'm kind of a freak about sound, and I love everything to do with sound. I grew up in a stereo shop when I was a very young individual, and as I've grown, I've been able to work in the music industry with trombones, trumpets, and in manufacturing, and then also with SOTA turntables, SOTA turntables. And we make them 100% in-house in Delavan. But Sunset Girl grew up in a house always listening to albums and analog vinyl, down right here behind us. And how do you think having good sound and great quality of sound as you've grown up has impacted you?
Yeah, because instead of just like grabbing your phone and listening to it on YouTube, this sound system, it shows me the great quality of how you can make your videos. So I kind of strive for that quality, and how you don't want your video to be scratchy, and how you want it to be nice and clean, have the right microphones, stands, but just the quality of your music in general as well.
Does that also go for your instrument?
Yes, Alvarez. That was a big improvement from my Mahalo soprano, but now I'm onto my Alvarez concert, which also has a built-in tuner and a plugin.
And we had to get that for the Walworth County Fair idol competition.
Yeah.
Because they had a sound system. We were like, oh, we got to be able to hear you. So that's when we upgraded to that. So I think equipment does matter to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
It has greatly impacted me. Whenever I hear good music, and good quality music. I can tell. And that helps me so much because I can tell the difference of good quality and bad quality. And that's a very strong thing to know. And it helps me strive for that good quality of music. And it changes my perspective.
I didn't realize how much it was actually impacting her and her life and her choices until she would go to a YouTube video of music, and she'd listen to just, oh no, this isn't a good quality of sound on this one. There's another one that's better, and she would go through until she found the right song that had the better quality sample rate. She didn't understand what the sample rate was, but she definitely could hear the sound, and I've always been driven to have her have good ears and understand what good is, because I think a lot of times when people only listen to compressed music, they don't understand what great pure music can be. So what is the most recent song? I think you may have answered this, but what's the most recent song that you're working on?
I'm working on I'm the Tiger Survivor.
Well, I just recorded 13 today.
Which is a Grace Vanderwall song, which was the first concert she went to when she opened for Imagine Dragons. So it's like coming full circle, and so it's kind of exciting. And what are you planning to record for us next week?
I don't know yet. I've been working on some songs. Recently, just like random ones, like I Was Made for Loving You, some Pearl Jam songs.
What was the Pearl Jam song?
Oh, Black.
Can you sing a little bit for us?
Can I do Sweet Child of Mine?
Sure.
Okay. She's got a smile that it seems to me and reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky.
I can't wait to hear that. That's going to be great when you get it all going. Now it's going to be, and congratulations, it's going to be stuck in your head now after you're done
Yes.
watching this video. Well, I appreciate you having me on your YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing next year. I know you've got some gigs coming up. There's a Mother's Day gig coming up out at the Lake Geneva Yacht Club. That's going to be a fun one. If anybody's out there eating for the Mother's Day brunch, I think we'll be there.
Yep.
And we've got a few other things coming up, and we'll make sure to keep you updated of where Sunset Girl's going to be. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for interviewing me. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, thanks. Remember to like, subscribe,
And ring the bell. Bye.